Coming up towards the bend with 500 left to travel, and Shalo will bring them around the corner. They come to the corner here, and it's still Shalo by a half a length on Infatuated, and now being wound up to come at it. A length away, then Tarquin Shadow. Thunderclap NEWMAN down near the inside, searching for a clear opening. And then came Faux Shizzle trying to thread its way through. Not really too much point going further back. Shalo at the 200 led. Now the run comes for Thunderclap NEWMAN if he's good enough, but it's Shalo kicking with 100 left to go. Shalo the leader. Thunderclap NEWMAN is starting to haul him in though. It's Thunderclap NEWMAN ranging up, grabbing Shalo in the dying stages.
Paula, what a performance there.
No, I was really happy with that. When the rain came, I just thought, oh, that's going to really give him a very good chance.
It was a brilliant ride by Pat there as well. We knew there was going to be speed in the race with Shalo and also Infatuated. And to be able to sit there in that box seat, all he needed was that out, even though it didn't look like it was going to come for a lot of the straight.
No, it didn't. But in this sort of conditions, they tend to wobble around a bit. And I was pretty confident he'd get a run. The only thing I was worried about was his momentum. He needs to keep rolling, and he just lost that little bit of momentum, but he just picked it up the last furlong.
Well, late as well, we saw that fitness really come through from the 2,000 metre run last start, so that was another bonus dropping back.
Yeah, you know, he's a very fit horse. Yeah, he's a very fit horse.
That run over the 2,000 metres, we saw obviously handled it really well. It was only beaten 2.5 lengths by Shintamani. So what's the plan with him? Do you want to stay at this 1,600, or is it just you keep looking at the calendar and looking for the best race you think where you can get that victory?
Well, he's just going to keep racing through the winter and hopefully get more wet tracks. But around the distance, he's won many times over this distance now, so I think he actually loves the mile.
Were you impressed with the way that he handled the 2,000?
Yeah, he still handles that really well too. So if one comes up and it's a wet weather, he's going to be in there too.
What type of break do we see from Thunderclap NEWMAN on the wet tracks? Is it a 2-week sort of option for him just to give him enough recovery?
He doesn't really need the recovery, but usually the pattern of racing works out that way with his ratings. So we've been going 2 weeks.
Some pretty happy owners as well here. Got drenched throughout, but they're all smiles now.
Yeah, so I only flew in from Singapore today. He's very happy, and they got a bit wet around the horse stalls, but they don't care.
No, you don't mind when you get the job done. We'll speak to Pat Carbery right now. He's going across to the owners, as you can see, over here from Singapore as well, and they all got wet, but Pat, all smiles for everybody. It was a really good ride by yourself.
Yeah, sort of had a bit of difficulty. Had a lap full horse, was wanting to get into the clearer fair way out, but we were sort of locked away on the fence. Just lucky enough we were able to get clear, and as I say, I had a lap full of horse. I would have been happy to hold the lead, but dropping back from long range distance last start, he just couldn't quite hold the speed. Just a matter of getting a bit of luck. He does handle this going obviously very well, but I think probably it's only just starting to cut up now. It was probably the worse it is, the better for him.
I guess you mentioned you had that lap full of horse, but just took a couple of strides when you did get that opening because of the way it was a bit of pushing and shoving going around out there. But once he knuckled down after those 2-3 strides, just attacked the line so strongly.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a funny horse. He's probably not really keen on other horses, which is obviously not ideal when you're down on the fence, but that's just one of his quirks. I mean, he has done well on top of the ground, but definitely this sort of track suits him.
Well, as we said, you've made some Singapore owners very happy, mate. Congratulations. Good ride.
Yeah, it's great that they're here today. Thanks.